What's up, y'all? It's yours truly, Mr. TALIAFERRO. How's everybody doing out there? I am back on my sports-ish. I ain't going nowhere no more. I'm back and locked in and focused. I'm like Meek Millie. I'm in my championship mode. Yo, I looked at the Western Conference standings today, and I was pleasantly surprised. I know we're only a quarter of the way through the season, but I looked up atop the leaderboard, and the team with only 6 losses in their loss column, which means they're technically percentage points ahead of everyone else. That'll be the Los Angeles Clippers, all right? They're about a half game up on the Golden State Warriors right now in the Western Conference. Do I believe this is going to last, as the Clippers are 13-6 right now? No. If you look at the Western Conference playoff picture, right, like the Lakers got 9 losses. So they're 3 games back of first place. It's early in the season. I get it. We're just having fun with the league right now. I will say this about the Clippers. I did not expect them to be this competitive. I've been in Atlanta this summer, so I've been able to see Lou Williams, and he's had a couple of his teammates down here. Montrezl Harrell's been down here. Mike Scott's been down here a lot. I've been able to watch them in a few games this summer, play some ball in the summer leagues down here in Atlanta. And yeah, Lou Williams look great. He always looks great. He's a street ball hooper. He's unstoppable in street ball settings. I still didn't think the Clippers would be this good. And I know it's early. I went to school where Tobias Harris went to school, so I've been able to hoop with him. He always comes back to Tennessee to hoop and play with the guys. So I knew he was good. I always knew he's been a slept-on, underrated guy. But, you know, you compliment all these pieces, and Tobias came over, and Avery Bradley came over in the Blake Griffin trade, and some of these other pieces that were traded from the Rockets over in the Chris Paul trade. Look, man, this combination of guys should not be this good. They don't have a superstar. Here's the reality of the situation, though. This game is not played on NBA 2K. If you had that team on NBA 2K, if you were in a league online, you would be trying to trade as many pieces as you can for a star. All right? That's what you'd be trying. You'll be trying to trade Lou Williams and one to Golden State for Klay Thompson. That's what you'll be trying to do right now. All right? Like, you do not want this team in the league. You don't want this team on a video game. But in real life, these are still grown men who play basketball for a living. And if you find the right collection of guys who care about what they do, they take these games personal. And, you know, though the Clippers are in a weird spot, right? Though they don't have a star per se, or definitely no superstar, but I won't call Lou Williams a star. I won't. You got a star to be a star, and he's a 6-man, right? Best 6-man in the league. Though they don't have a superstar, I'll say this. They got a closer. You know, Lou Williams can still close basketball games like a star. So they got a star. That's a very weird, quirky situation to have a great 6-man. And it works for them, right? It works for that team. They don't have a superstar. They don't have a star. But they do have their closer who closes like a star or a superstar does. Lou's one of the best in the league late game. He'll take any shot, and he can make any shot on the basketball court, right? So I look at this Clippers team as, are they going to stay number 1 in the West? No. So at some point down the line, Golden State's going to catch these guys. Denver is probably going to have a really good record. The Thunder have found a way to figure it out. I think Memphis is for real. I think they're there to stay, and Portland wins a lot of regular season games. You got to expect they're going to get it going some point down the line. And LeBron's on the Lakers. They're interested. I don't believe the Clippers are going to stay at number 1. But being number 5 or 6, it's not far-fetched. They could very well fall out of the playoff picture. But there's something with this team, man. They're not going to lose a lot of games on foolish, boneheaded plays. They're coached well. Again, no stars on the team. A lot of these guys feel like they've been slept on. Look, DeAndre Jordan just left him this summer. He was the last piece of that old nucleus. Chris Paul wanted out. Blake Griffin, I know he didn't demand a trade, and he was traded by the Clippers. But it looks like he, is happy in his new situation in Detroit. A lot of these guys, Tobias, Patrick Beverley, most of these guys came over from being ditched from other teams, man. So, they take it personal. I could very well see them being a 5 or 6 seed in the West at the end of the season. You know, I wouldn't be shocked if they're not in the playoffs. I also wouldn't be shocked if they're a 5 or 6 seed, man. Doc Rivers coaching these guys up. To me, one of his top 3 most impressive coaching jobs thus far. The fact that he ain't got fired yet, I think is impressive enough. And want to give that Clipper fan base a lot of credit. I know LeBron coming in town did nothing but heighten the expectations in Los Angeles. But I'll tell you this, man, if they keep it up, you know, the word around the block is Kawhi Leonard don't want to play with LeBron James, and he wants to play in Los Angeles. There's only 2 teams in Los Angeles, and LeBron James plays for 1 team. So if he doesn't want to play for the Lakers, obviously that means he'd be open to playing with the Clippers. And if Toronto's get bounced in the second round, I don't expect that. But if they do somehow, some way, they play Boston in the second round or something like that, I think the Clippers, if they get the 5 or 6 seed in the West, as tough as the West is, you know, Kawhi's uncle is kind of mandating his business. They know enough about basketball to say, okay, Doc Rivers, Lou Williams, nice little nucleus. Kawhi Leonard, you can come down there and be the man. You got some guys that you can play with. They got a lot of money. They can go out and get 2 guys if need be. You know, if they can be the 5 or 6 seed and Kawhi doesn't want to play in Toronto, man, NBA, watch out, because the Clippers will be in the running for the services of Kawhi Leonard. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted, man. Congrats to that Clipper fan base. Again, only a 4th through the season. It's not going to stay like that. But the fact that they're somehow, some way able to be number 1 right now and kind of take this prize a quarter of the way of the season, I think it's impressive, man. They're number 1 over some really good basketball teams with a lot of star power in that Western Conference. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO'S.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.